punks are good people trying pretending to be bad, and it's like hippies are bad people pretending to be good. It explains a lot.
That's called Republicans.
Yeah, exactly. I noticed that. It's so like
hey,
so ironic.
We're on the air, by the way, just so you know. We're slightly on the air. Slightly
that's
on the
fine.
air. Okay.
Does that change anything we say ever?
I
No,
mean,
I think they should have
not.
figured out. I think if anybody gets offended by it, they should.
I personally think that there's. I think that it really isn't whether you're a Republican or a Democrat or whatever. It's really how far you lean in one direction or the other. There is you go crazy if you're too far to the left, and you go crazy if you're too far to the right. And I just think right now, yeah, the right is more bat crap crazy, but there's plenty of crazy on the left going on. I just think it's, I don't know, more in vogue right now.
So back to shit talk.
Either way,
yeah,
like,
right.
You know, if whether you're Democrat, Republican, if you're putting pee in your eyes and eating doo doo, like something's wrong.
Exactly.
That's
That's
here for like whatever's going on here.
Or if you think that a crystal's gonna cure you, I mean that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
As
Chili
opposed
juice.
Chili juice.
Chili juice. My God, why is that woman not in jail? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I think some people might have died from that. That's the thing, and like she's still free.
If it was Johnny Juice, they'd be busted because you know what Johnny would do.
Yeah,
we all know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't see Tom. So
is he not? Is everybody at home today?
Yeah, we're all at home today. So
okay.
Tom got the vaccine. He mutated, obviously.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
I'm very disappointed. I received no superpowers.
Oh, that's too bad. So
either vaccinated shot.
I can't expect either.
You know what the great superpower at this point is in time? Being alive.
Yep.
Therefore, you win.
Oh wait,
that's a great superpower.
I don't know. Everybody.
You represent.
No, I'm not doing any better than you.
Oh, well, come on, really.
No mutant power for you.
And no mutant power.
I'm sorry you don't have a mutant power.
Because it's mutant power staying alive during shit. Meanwhile, if
even if it was having a possessed bowling ball.
That is awesome, by the way. Oh, what's her name played her? What was her name?
Galapagos?
Yes. Yeah, the Galapagos Islands played.
Janine Galapagos?
Yeah, she was actually pretty great in that. She often is great. She's kind of underrated in my opinion, but, you know. My opinion, let's face it, some of my opinions are pretty whack anyway. But what I'm saying is, you can go so far to the left and so far to the right, and I think both sides are growing, that they both believe in the same crazy crap, they just have different reasons for it. You know, you can't get inoculated on the far right because it's a government conspiracy, and on the far left it's because the nature goddess is gonna defeat you or whatever kind of crazy crap. So, you know, on the far right you pray for it, and on the far left you go get a crystal. You know, it's just it's just what kind of crazy you are, you know. And then there's everybody in the middle just watching all of it go by.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, just to support your argument, there's that, and not to go too far off with the burqa ban that happened in Switzerland. That passed overwhelmed me because both sides support it. Not the right wing, obviously, because they're racist. Left wing, it's like, oh, well, they're being oppressed. These women are being oppressed, and therefore.
And it's the same thing. And then
some
poor woman wants to wear a burqa, and then she can't because both sides just told her she couldn't. It's kind of funny.
Yes, exactly.
It's kind of funny.
Like, man, it's like, bring that. I'm like, my God.
It's kind of funny because I find myself defending stuff that I don't necessarily agree with because I just don't. Either side is just so crazy that I just can't. You know, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean.
Yeah, and here comes the tide of mental health issues sweeping over not only this country, but the planet. The mental health crisis as the ticking time bomb.
We've always had mental health
bleeding crisis. Radiation from it already, heavily. Oh, no. We haven't seen nothing yet. It's been bad enough, but man, there's gonna be like.
Hey, you were around in the '80s. You don't call the '80s a mental health crisis?
Yeah, but at least they made it look fun.
Oh, you know.
Everybody who actually had their prime in the '80s is like, yeah, I fucking love the '80s, and it's like, well, like, yeah, okay, like I have to take your word for it.
I mean,
but then I hear everybody else talking about man, nothing. Talking to these younger people, especially, learning just like, man, even worse. Like, holy crap. Like, it's becoming, yeah.
By the way, does anybody on Facebook? I think our sound's okay. I did do a pre-show test, but I'm not in the G2B
Well, I can
subfloor basement, obviously.
Yeah, I can.
But
check
it looks like it's all right. I think I'm gonna. Are we about ready to roll?
Man, ready
Sure,
to
why
yeah.
not?
I think this is it.
All right, let's do this. And 3, 2. I don't hear it now. It throws me off. By the way, guys,
games, and beer.
I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something about the speaker for next week, because that speaker is.
Okay.
I listened to it. I listened to I think it was last Tuesday's episode. I'm like, oh my god, that speaker is ass now. So I'm gonna go over to Dollar General and pick up a new speaker. All right, I think that's enough. Oh wait, what? It's going really well. Live from the 6th subfloor basement of the Guys Game. We're not even there. Live from the internet, it's Guys, Games, and Beer.
Yay!
Hooray and stuff.
So
We're alive.
we're alive. We're doing good. So I'm gonna kick this off before I forget. What I'm drinking today is I'm drinking the PBR hard coffee, and pretty sweet, eh? Huh?
Yeah.
I love this stuff, by the way. It tastes
No,
great.
that stuff is, man, remember we got our shit wrecked on that, just like easily. I'm like, I drank that, I'm like, I should probably never drink this again.
Oh yeah, we did.
Not
We did do a
it's
show
great.
on it,
It's
didn't
like-
we?
Yes, we did. And we were like, I drank it. I'm like, you know what? I should probably never really buy this, because this can be easily just obtainable and drinkable, and it tastes like something you would drink during the day, and that's bad.
But then, like you
Bad.
do the black label anyway.
Drinking.
Those things during the day.
I'm drinking the extra, of course, but at least I know I'm drinking alcohol. That I'm like, I look at the ABV on the coffee, and I'm like, and there's times I go to Woodman's, I'm like, oh, they have a black version where it's just black brew, where it's just, like,
Oh yeah, I
dark
saw
coffee.
that too.
yeah, that version. I'm like, I looked at them like,
Have you tried it
no
or
doubt. No, because I'm like, no Dallas, don't. Once you do it, because once I do it, that'll be my main bevy of choice.
no? It's my birthday
Like,
week, so this is like my breakfast coffee now. From now
Well, that's
until Friday.
Okay, well,
Oh,
that's an
there.
exception. If you're on vacation, maybe. I think the next time I have some time off, I might.
You can handle it, old man.
Yes, I can. I've actually learned I can, especially after rolling with you guys for so long.
Are you saying
And
that we're
having-
proof?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one. Ryan's awfully
You're still
quiet.
alive. I don't know where he is.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right, so
fine.
Larry, what are you drinking?
Which one of us? Me?
Larry.
Oh.
No, me.
Yeah. What the? Yeah.
Yingling.
Oh, Yingling.
Yingling.
Yeah.
Yingling.
Hey, by the
Light.
way, I got a can of that sitting in my fridge right now from Saturday.
That is probably true.
I'm pretty happy about that. I've been storing it up.
Yeah, so I mean, they were supposed to be in Wisconsin, but they aren't yet. So when Denise went back to Ohio, I'm like, hey, do some rum running for me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So-
all
Cops
the
are chasing her.
beers you would never get, yeah.
She's driving the General Grant because she's not racist.
right? And nice color blue in the
Yeah.
Yeah. I did love. I did love.
with an American flag.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did love that the remake of the of Dukes of Hazzard where they had like people booing them and yaying them. It was freaking hilarious, and they just didn't get the joke. They just didn't get it. That's pretty good.
What's everyone complaining about? This is a sweet car.
Cracking me up. It was well done. It was well done. How about it, Dallas? What you drinking?
This is an interesting one. So I figured I'd start breaking into the beers I've been saving up this winter, the random wacky ones. This one looks really good, and I actually had a couple cans of it so far. It's from Mopcraft. It's Sour on the Vine. It's an aged sour ale. It's grape based. I really like I don't know if you can see really the can much. But
So
yeah,
it's like a weir or a bind.
Yeah, and something. Yeah, it's like something I didn't expect. Because you have sours, and they're all some are good, some are bad. A lot of them are goofy. This one seems to add a nice little touch to it. Seems the fact that they age it. They barrel age it, and I noticed kind of like the difference in that it actually they seem to have, despite using grapes, which is like something I actually would associate with wine.
So I called it a weir. Yep.
It's like it's a hybrid almost. It seems it's like, but when you drink it, it seems at least the start of a missing component that that's usually lacking in a lot of these sours. I hear the criticism about sours. I know Tom has his own opinion about sours, and I kind of agree in some ways. However, this is like, of course, it's really dark. Not really purple. It's more like a darkish reddish amber color.
We've liked a sour or two in our
So
day.
it's a little bit cloud, and it's actually the thing about it is that there's an underlying hint of like a little bit of sweetness, but it's a little bit savory, like slightly, not too much, but it's a little buttery. It's kind of weird, but it's like that underlayer. It prevents it from going too off the rails, Like I'm not sitting here eating Atomic Warhead. I do want a beer, and I'm at least want to enjoy this beer and finish this beer. So it's great that yes, it is sour. It's very grapey. It's sour grapes. However, you got that underlayer that kind of like cuts through it and actually melds it just ever slice bit, not too much, but. And in some ways, I could add, Chris, maybe they can do it, just tweak up to maybe a little bit more. I may be interested if they dialed up that little underlayer like a little bit more, so it can just suit a lot more palates, especially people who criticize sours, or don't like them that much. But it seems, it's actually, I'm glad actually, I actually decide, I don't mind them either usually, but I think of the ones where it's like, well, if I enjoy this or a ghost, it needs to have those components, at least either make it interesting or to not go, like I said, too off the rails. Like, I'm not... If I want to eat an Atomic Warhead, if I'm in the mood for that, I'll do that. But, I still need to... I enjoy sour, I just need to know I'm still drinking beer. And this very much, it gives you that feeling. Not only with these flavors, but, it is a legit... Like a nice ale, so... Some I was actually glad to pick up. Of course, it's from Timers. Of course, we get everything there. As for...
We should probably be sponsored by Timers.
We should, I should have talked to this point. It's like, hey, ever thought? I mean, it's ABV is not too bad. It's 5.6. I mean, it's a nail. What you expect, but yeah, that's basically what I'm drinking tonight. Definitely recommend it.
I'm now doing the podcast thing where I type during the conversation. Get it in the middle. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Yeah. All right, Tyler.
Yo. So I'm drinking gin and tonic because today was my last day for work this week. And I'm gonna fucking relax.
That is okay.
It's only Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm off the rest of the week.
Gotta go the rest of the week and work.
Yep. Well, just like Rob, it's Katie's birthday tomorrow, so I usually take off a couple days for her.
Yeah, I usually take off for Katie's birthday too.
Yeah, not his, just
Not
Katie's.
Just Katie's. Yep.
He actually gets.
Yeah, it's a little weird taking off for your own birthday.
Yeah, so I take off for other people's. Then it happens to land on the same day. It happens, All right, how about it, Ryan? What you drinking?
Well, it wasn't mentioned yet, so I'm drinking a Spotted Cow.
Oh, somebody had to drink it.
I realized the fridge was like almost empty. I think I had like 4 beers left, and they were all like random ones, so I needed.
You should have stopped over. But we just lost Zammy.
Just
He pulled a full max headroom.
Yes, he did. He maxed 100 dollars.
normal.
At least he smiled.
Well,
Oh, he was almost back.
no audio. Wait,
You were just stuck, man. You were
You were
frozen.
stuck. You were like,
hello.
You're like,
That was frozen.
yeah, 5 seconds later he's going to be yelling at his wife, turn off the Netflix!
Everyone's streaming. My daughter does Zoom meetings like all day, so she's probably using all the bandwidth right now.
She's been prioritized. First.
Yeah,
Got first priority.
I can change that though.
You know it. He who controls the...
Oh wait, what the heck?
controls the
My
world.
freaking... No, I know what it is. My laptop's not on power right now,
Oh, no.
so it's probably doing some. Yeah, it's got like 15% battery life. So
Yeah, they cut your,
Yeah,
cut your
you
Wi-Fi
kick the
down
block.
to like 1%.
kick the block, huh?
Oh, you're on Babbery.
What's kind of funny is now, one of the things
There we
they
go.
used to
It's back.
do is, laptops would cut down their Wi-Fi power. Do they do that anymore? They cut down the power to the Wi-Fi to conserve
Well,
energy, which would cause them to retransmit more, which would cause them to use more power. It's dumb.
Apparently, that seems like that's what was doing.
yeah,
I
I just turned the power
understand.
back on. So I think I was charging my headset with my laptop battery, causing both of them to die faster.
Good work.
Yeah.
This is a very laid-back episode, I gotta say. I'm like,
Yeah.
Chill.
oh, my shoulder's still shot up. Hey, it's old men talk about their aches and pains.
Old fucks.
Don't let me get started on my ankle.
Yeah. See? And then
I worked under the car this weekend, and I got this like pain in my like stomach area, and I think it's from like reaching under the car.
Oh,
And-
cartilage rib pain.
Yeah, like stretching a direction I couldn't stretch normally. Yep. So there's mine.
How about it, Dallas? What's your pain? Tyler, back hurting ya?
Nope.
It should be.
Fuck you.
I've seen you do some shit.
What's up?
Yep, spine. All right, let's get on to today's topic. I can tell we're doing just amazing. Today is Dollar Bill Day. That's right, a game you can buy for $1. By the way, I have to tell you guys, the game I was going to choose, I found out wasn't $1. I had to switch like last minute and go to a game I haven't played nearly a year. But holy crap, I can't believe it was only $1. I was pretty impressed.
Well, gonna cheat on some of this anyway, so.
Man, you can't be sitting there and saying, oh, it's going to be a sale. Do I need to grab another beer?
Can it-
go grab another
Why
beer?
not?
All right, hold
Yeah,
on.
sure, why not? It's
Grab
not
a
like
beer.
I've
Yourself for
never,
a second. Don't-
I've never lost
This is
the
definitely-
left to get a beer.
This is definitely going to be the
Just
one
a
that
night of a
goes on
small
iTunes.
little-
This is the episode that gets on iTunes this month. Hold on a second.
I mean, then again, it has a little more
Almost there.
intimate touch. Intimate touch this time, you know. Not that type of intimate touch.
So I suppose I should buy my game that I'm gonna talk about, right?
You
Not
probably should.
necessarily.
Well, unless you played it before.
No.
Oh, well, I don't know. You could buy it and go, well, I bought it, and, like, let me tell you. And then just make up a bunch of bullshit. And then make people, like, troll people. Like, make
Well,
them buy for $1.
Well, see,
This is cheap. And then, like, they're like, oh, it's nothing like he said. This dude fucked with us.
There we go.
well, but it could be more like, oh, I looked at this game. I don't know what anything's about, but I would throw $1 at it. So not even knowing, and then we can.
That's a
report
good.
back.
That's a good way.
We could-
Yeah, That's a good selling point. It's like it's $1. What the fuck? Find out yourself.
Yeah.
Well, the show's over now. That's it.
Exactly.
Ah,
It's like, I don't know what it's about. Do I have to? I bought it. It's like, it's $1. It's easy. It's like, you want to learn? It's right there.
Who cares? It's $1. We don't care.
Yeah.
But my point is that you wouldn't necessarily have to be a game you've even played yet. Just you've looked around and went, oh wow, this game is like almost nothing. I'll give it a shot. Sure.
I was kind of going with if somebody were looking for recommendations because they were poor ass.
Yeah, well, that's a different show. This is I'll throw $1 at it.
Yeah.
So basically, this is like the Northern Wisconsin stripper of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
when everyone comes through the door, you know. Gets my thumb.
I'm submitting this one for best episode of Guys, Games, and Beer ever.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds absolutely right. Yep.
It's a very thin crew tonight, too.
It is a thin crew, which actually makes it kind of more psycho when you do it.
Well, I think the remote aspect of it, too, it definitely does help, I think, when you have a smaller crew.
It does, yeah. We're all able to, chime in, and it's clean,
Oh, you mean like it's clean as far as there's not a lot of over talk as opposed to...
Yeah.
Yeah, at least that.
Oh, if we put a little effort in, we can over talk.
There we go. Thanks, Larry.
At least when we do it, it's like, yeah, it's entertaining.
By the way, hey George, how's it going? I'm trying to monitor at the same time. I have my attention is like this, just like right here. Wait, right there. Okay, so Larry, did you say one while I was gone, or did you hold off and wait so I could hear it?
Oh, we went through the whole. Everyone went.
Yeah, no, we're done.
Yeah,
we'll see you later.
Well,
Good night.
okay, every single one of us, we chose a Garfield cart, and we're like, yes, this is a definitive game. This is all of our choice.
Wait.
I was shocked, like, wait, you had Garfield cart too? And like, Eric's like, yes, Garfield cart, and so is like Ty and Ryan, like, we're like, yes.
What the hell? I paid like $5 for Garfield cart.
I did too.
Are you kidding me? Did they jack? Did they have the balls to jack up the price? Oh yeah, no. Never mind. It's worth every dime. Sure, yes.
Well, I mean,
Garfield cart.
Garfield Cart 2, Garfield Harder is coming out, so
So
No, yes. Garfield cart harder, $14.99.
that's not $1.
No, $5 Garfield cart. No, I like that price where they had it for like absurd price of 69 cents or something like that. I'm like, sure, why not?
But
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just kind of poking around because I don't really have any in my library right now that really are $1. They may be cheap, but I poked around and I found this game called Ashes Immortality on Humble Bundle for 79 cents. And I thought, wow, that looks like a good classic RPG style game. It's in vampires and kind of that 18th century vampires kind of game. So it kind of seems like it'd be fun. So yes, I would throw $1 at it, or in this case 79 cents. I will buy it for 79 cents and give it a whirl because it looks kind of good.
Have you got a picture of it? I'm gonna throw it in the...
Yeah, so I put a link in there.
Okay, here.
And then there's
there we go.
That's right. That's
very nice.
So you can check out the pictures there. It looks like kind of a fun game, vampires, hunters, werewolves, all the classic stuff. And that SNES style looking RPG game. So I'm gonna buy this one. I can report later whether or not I really dislike it, but that's the one I found that I was interested in. Now I did find some other games but unfortunately they were too expensive, so I couldn't put this in. But I think the Holy Potato space game looks great. And there is a series, and they're all kinds of various prices. But I think the space one looked really good. It's with turn based and that, but it was $1.49. So yeah, I know. So
what's that Canadian?
right. That's like $20. And
It came in under-
I like that. I like that one game in the series. Holy Potatoes, Liminal Spaces.
Holy potatoes! I've got syphilis.
so that's kind of my I would throw $1 at a game, and boy, if I had $1.50, I'd throw it at that game.
It's
Recommendations.
Yeah, worth every drop.
It's kind of funny because I wonder because obviously Holy Potatoes is a series. It must have like a quality to it that people go like, another Holy Potatoes game. I'm gonna go grab.
Well,
it.
its normal price. It tends to be like $10-15. So it's pretty heavily discounted on Humble Bumble. So
I'm gonna try and get them on. We should try and get them on. I'm gonna get the Holy Potatoes people.
Holy Potatoes, we're in space. There's the link to that.
Holy Potatoes, how'd you fit that? Alright. I'm not good today. It's the second hard coffee. Things are gonna go south.
That's awesome.
Yep. Alright. How about it, Dallas?
Man, it's something that I wish was still $1, but when it was, holy crap, I guess it got a lot of people into the game. So, there's quite a while there, I know at least 5 years ago, where you on Steam, and for 99 cents, you could get Psychonauts.
That's a good deal.
One of, personally, it's fair, if other people have their opinions about the game and they're valid. Alright, they're valid, however, as for me, it's one of those games where it's very... I knew what they were doing, but despite, how it took off, which wasn't, very big. It's one of those things where I kind of kept track of it. We all watched G4. We remember G4. I remember them very much hyping up this game on G4 at the time. And all the hype around it. And, yeah, that G4. Where, they actually did a whole documentary where they were counting down to the release of Psychonauts. Like, they showed all everybody, Jim Schafer and all those guys, working their butts off to try and get this game out on time. And it was actually really thrilling to keep track of. And I remember looking at the game, it's like, yeah, the gameplay doesn't seem very, very innovative or new, but, it looks pretty freaking tight. It's awesome to have, this tight-looking, cartoon platformer developed by the people, all these people develop usually, these, creepy adventure games and stuff like that, like American McGee, type stuff. Just seeing this, I was actually very excited about it, and despite it not selling very well at start, I was immediately hooked. I was an immediate fan. I got it for PS2. I remember playing on GameTap, and it's one of those games where it's when you got into it, it's a cult hit. It really is a cult hit because you actually appreciate it for what it is. And years later, yes, they didn't have good sales at first, but a lot of people were buying it on the cheap, especially on Steam, where they're selling it for less than $1. And then suddenly you have a huge fan community behind this game out of nowhere. It truly is it's a sleeper hit. It truly is. It's one of those. Yeah. Yeah, they had some decent marketing for it. They actually, that's why it's when I said it was on G4, it was they had a lot. They had I remember bumpers on G4 where they featured Raz from Psychonauts, doing some crazy shit with the G4 logo or something.
Crazy good reviews.
It's damn. It's every time I come back to that game, it's it hits all the high notes as to what I want in this sort of experience. The whole idea behind it and all the talent that's gone to it, not only from the development team, but the voice actors, people that I grew up with, listening to their voices and all these, cartoons. and all these shows and stuff like that on Nickelodeon Cartoon Network to hear, like just these wonderful people really just like giving their all and giving life to these characters, like Richard Horvitz and Bayer Zell. I mean, right there, playing, the main character. And it's the character. What I like about the game, how they present the main character of it. Raz, this boy who comes to the psychic summer camp. He's not a boring character or a pushover or someone you feel sorry for or relate to in that manner. He's like a kid who comes back every single time. He came to that camp for a purpose. He wants to be a freaking psychic. What's going to stop this kid from being a psychic? Doesn't matter how cold or indifferent or mean people are to him. He seems to be the type of character who try to make friends with you, and if you rub him the wrong way, he can always get back at you and say the snarkiest shit. And that's how you notice him like interact with all characters. It makes it hilarious. Like, I love the writing of the game. I love the humor of the game. I love how dark it is. The way they presented the game, yes, it's you play as a kid at a psychic summer camp for kids. So immediately it's a platformer, right? So immediately it gives you the vibe that it's a game for kids. But then you learn, actually, when playing the game that, well, I don't think this game's for kids. There's certain things where, like, I think this game's actually for adults. I'm not lying about that. And then eventually you get certain things where, like, well, I don't know who this is really meant for, but it's quite experience. Like, it's really, it does get emotional at some points, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing like emotional attachment.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, you do, the way they develop these characters and their personalities, whether they're small or big, like, you do. And, like, you do get attached to them, and you love the story, you learn to love the story and, like, where it goes. And that's why I'm still, despite my opinions about Tim Schafer and how he manages money, no, honestly, like, great ideologue. I love his experience, I love what he's done for games over the years, and what he's brought. It's just, there's certain things where it's like, never trust that man with money. Ever. But when you let him create and let him play, you get great shit like this. And now we have the chance finally, after him getting his shit together, at least people helping him get his shit together, we have the prospect of getting a sequel for this game. And hopefully very soon. We had Romulus and Reuben tie us over. I haven't bought that one. I might pick that up eventually, but the fact that I like this game. This made me hyped for something that may or may not exist, or might be vaporware. Who knows at this point? It shows the power that was behind this game. That they took that chance and just sold for $1. Like, not for too long. It's back up to 10. But that's still a great price. It's worth every single freaking penny. But that actually, I think that pumped some blood, at least into the community, and actually helped the second game come to fruition. Because I'm sure if they kept it at just a marginal price, something that either people can't afford or most people can't, who cares? If it stayed that way, it probably would have stayed obscure. But the fact that they took that risk and dropped the price of that makes it more accessible, and it's great when people do that. It's not like you have to do that first, but I think if you have poor sales, if you do that at one point, maybe you can at least draw some people in to try your game and at least give it a chance. And so go, hey, you know what? This isn't something to be forgotten. This is pretty special. And everybody should at least try it once. So yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Pretty much my choice.
That was a good one. How about it, Tyler?
So, my game is, I don't know if it's cheating, but it is an old school game that you can now get on PC. And there's like half a year ago or so, where everything blends together, that they released a new one. But you can get the original Streets of Rage for 99 cents on Steam, and that game.
There you go.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can get the the old Sega games.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot how cheap they are.
Yeah, so the first one, which was always my favorite, just because that's the one I played the most when I was a kid. I love it. So. It's 99 cents, and yeah, it kicks ass. The new one, Street Rage 4, is fucking awesome as well.
Heck yeah,
I recommend both of them. The music in all the games is absolutely amazing.
It's the best music game ever. It's like, yeah, that's something like Street Rage. Yeah, the second one, it would just
don't type in.
Yeah, the music in that. Actually, I talked to somebody in the game playing the other day about it. I'm like, yo, the music in this game is the best on the Genesis. I have my opinions about the best games, but at least for Streets of Rage 2, it's like top. Like, you listen to it and you're like, this can't be a Sega Genesis. Like listening to the title theme. Like this is not a freaking Sega Genesis. You're kidding me. Like you like that's my I mean, not to go off their tangent. There are certain games where like you play Sega Genesis games, you're like, God, that sounds awful. My God, what were they doing? And then you hear this, and like, this is Mozart. This is a genius who manipulated these sound chips to actually create these like just Streets of Rage, man. Like everybody needs to try that.
Yeah,
Don't type in Streets of Rogue. That's a different game,
It is.
and it's way more expensive.
Yes, it is. I listened to it. It's actually pretty good though.
Dude, Streets of Rage 2 is 99 cents. I just looked that up.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just knew the first one was. Yeah, like I'm not a big person that listens to like a lot of the game music that I like and stuff. But this is actually a game that even before the fourth one came out, I've actually specifically looked up because I just remember enjoying the music as a kid and like it's really good.
Yeah, because they knew what they're doing. They researched their shit. So they actually they went. So I remember like the people behind music. They went to clubs and stuff like that. Clubs in Europe and America and listened to what people were listening to. What was hot. What was got your adrenaline flowing. What was popular. Ranging from like obscure electronica band Shaman. For the baseball stage, and the second one all the way to I think the elevator theme, which came from things NWA song was sampled in it. It's really it's really
you're gonna get tagged.
Maybe not, because like they sound very similar, but they're not at the same time. They're still very much unique in themselves. But if you do your research, you learn like they did their research for it and actually got inspired by these certain songs, like hip hop, electronica, techno. Everything you think of that was popular, during that decade.
Yeah,
good solid choice though. Yeah.
How about it, Ryan?
All right. So am I max headrooming right now, or am I back to normal?
No, you're good.
No, you're back to normal.
Good. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
so my game is, I tried to avoid the bundles, but I found one that is $1, and it's because it's a small bundle. And for $3, or sorry, $1, you get 3 games. But the one game that I was interested in is one that Rob is familiar with. I'm going to throw it in the chat here. Where's chat?
Oh, I hope
Where's
it's not 9.
There's a chance.
Fuck you, Rob.
Considering you played it like a year ago, I think. It's the Guardian bundle from Fanatical, and it includes Tesla versus Lovecraft.
Best game ever.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
$1 is a deal.
Is it fun?
Yeah,
That
so
is a steal. Yeah, that's.
I enjoy the twin stick shooter games, and I remember watching some videos on it, and it looked like a fun game to play. And I'm like, for $1, I'm gonna get that one.
Probably one of the top 5 best dual stick shooters of all time.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I need to buy that then, because I love twin stick shooters. I didn't know it was a twin stick shooter. I remember seeing ads.
It's solid.
I saw it. That's awesome, because I saw ads for it a couple years back. I'm like, well, is this like a similar game or something? I never actually looked at it. I just looked at, they would advertise the cover art like on Fanatical and shit. So yeah they're really proud of it.
It looks like you got a pretty good, running around your, I don't know, is it like a mech like robot thing that you walk around in and
only part of the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
well,
the mech is one of the things that you basically.
And as a bonus, you can play that fine wreck game.
I see. Those might be nice games that end up in the Steam library of keys that get given away. So
You don't want to manage a rec center?
Yep.
Schedule that midnight basketball league.
Yes.
hey, I got the game I wanted for $1.
Yeah, those freaking kids stay up all hours of the night. I'm like, yes, let's play basketball at 4 in the morning. Why not? Where are your parents? Who gives a shit? Ball is life.
10 tons. 10 tons is they're pretty famous for making dual stick shooters. They made some of the best actually over the years. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's hold on, I'm looking it up. Where it,
They said they did
Crimson
Land and Neon Chrome.
Yeah, Crimson
So-
Land is also well known as one of the better dual stick shooters ever made.
So if you notice, the Mad Irishman posted that from Hunter Bundle, their $1, you can get Smash TV, another dual stick shooter.
And he said if we didn't mention it, he was gonna lose his shit.
See, now the funny thing is, if you want to buy this
So
game
now
by
it's
itself,
mentioned.
it's still $5. So if you want to buy it by itself,
yo,
it's
Josh,
still a
don't snap, man.
$4 or $5 game. So for $1, it's in my my
That's a
library
good
almost.
one. I did not know. I was not aware that game was at $1, which that's insane.
So there we go.
Somebody had a leak. Somebody had a Galaga leak. Oh, I got mine, huh?
Yeah?
Hold on, let me go get my.
Yep.
Let me get my folder.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let me get my folder. And here's mine. I think you guys are gonna be very impressed.
All right.
It's
Bated breath.
I'm gonna be kind of surprised if Dallas doesn't know this one. This is Blood and Bacon.
Nice.
And,
I remember seeing an ad for that once.
Hey, that's in our artwork.
It looks like it costs
yeah,
$1.
I mean, I kind of give some dead
Yep.
giveaways when
It looks like $1. Definitely.
It is epic. And I generally don't play this kind of game, and I have never played it multiplayer, by the way, which it is a multiplayer
Oh, really?
game. We really should pull it out for one of our games.
That's cool.
Because it's
multiplayer.
6 player. So, but anyway, it's giant, ridiculous zombie animals and other things just going crazy, and you're just shooting and killing and
Actually,
Is it co-op like a killing floor? Essentially,
yeah, it's a co-op.
killing floor with
It kind
bacon.
of looks like that. It's like, yeah, that's weird. It jumps between being a twin stick to like third person to like first person, and just very much like it looks so gritty. I know it looks cheap, I do, but like the way why it's combined, the way they're combining these freaking effects is just like, you know what, that kind of works. It does. It kind of works. It's kind of weird. I'm just like, yeah, this
It is a
so
batshit
weird.
crazy game, and I think that's why I like it. Nothing like this has really hooked me. I'm okay with. I actually am okay with like bad graphics style games that are first person.
It depends on
This is
depends
the
on the
least
theme.
refined of them.
Yeah, it depends on.
You know,
But it's insanely hilarious. As I
It does look
recall,
funny.
you ended up throwing things at grinders and stuff. Like I said, this was my backup one because my first one failed. But I played this one. I got quite a few hours in this one.
So you bring up a point on these. Like I think, like, if the controls and content are good, I can live with graphical problems.
Graphical
In
pro.
fact,
Look at this.
I don't even think it's a problem.
Look at that
I think
beauty.
actually, I think there's like, I think it's the circumstances and the theming behind it that make the graphics work and go along with it. Because
Look
there's
at
that whole
giant
idea of like
beast pig.
cheap graphics actually working to your advantage in creepy games and situations because it makes it a lot more uncanny and adds to the the overall vibe of it.
Princess
Yeah, like-
Blubber
All right.
Butt will kick your butt right there. Look at
Well-
that giant pig.
And then
Well-
the fact that like it's comedic on top of that, and then it looks like something you would get drunk and screw around with your friends on like Friday, Saturday night, playing around with this.
So
It's so weird.
It's kind
So
of
I-
funny. Oh, go ahead.
I am purchasing it right now.
Yeah,
So-
man.
Hey, it's on
So-
sale, by the way, I believe for 56 cents.
Yeah, so I am purchasing it right now, and so we should do a let's play on this one.
Let's do that. Because
Yeah.
this one is bat crap crazy.
Good suggestion on that.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I've gotten pretty far by myself, so it would be nice to play with other people and see how far we can go.
How unfar you get?
It has
We might-
The
overwhelming.
other people will probably be a distraction.
It has an overwhelmingly positive review on Steam. Overwhelmingly positive. I don't see that very often on cheap freaking games.
Yeah.
Made cheap. Yeah.
I may have paid like $3 for it.
Only true gamers
gamers.
when you had to shoot the grave 666 times. I'm like, okay, I'm sold.
Yep.
This game helped me file my taxes.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the reviews here.
I love it when they get reviews like that, by the way.
Good video game. Is what some person.
Video game gams.
Yeah, someone said bad game, and they gave it a positive rating. Yeah, it's like, this is the greatest game ever designed. The graphics remind me of Cyberpunk. Another person just says bacon.
Blood and bacon. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at it. I'm just saying. Why play Left 4 Dead?
Runs on a Pentium 4.
It probably runs on a Pentium 3.
That's awesome.
Just turn things down a little bit. Oh, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. All right, well, we made it through.
Man.
That's about it. We have survived the dollar store episode of Guys, Games, and Beer. I think we've done an amazing job.
I think we've had some solid choices. I mean, at first I was like, is it going to be Gray? Is it going to be Shovelware? But yeah, we all had some really solid freaking choices tonight for that.
Yeah, there was no shovelware here. This was all top-notch, top-shelf stuff.
Yeah.
That game I had to buy because, well, Steam recommended it because I played Killing Floor.
Yeah, it looks so weird. I need
think
to try
that's
it.
how I ended up getting it. I think it was one of those things where I was looking for some Killing Floor expansion.
If it has multiplayer co-op and working multiplayer co-op, that's all you freaking need. Who cares what kind of game it is, you know?
So when's the next time we're gonna try God mode?
Nice.
I've tried it on 3 different pieces of hardware. I think we've done it like on several bits of hardware and never got that game to work, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Oh well, blood and bacon's better.
Simple to the straightforward.
Yep.
To the point.
Well, with that, this episode, as every episode, has been brought to you by Lionheart Racing. Lionheart Racing, all the joy of racing without the rubber hot dogs. You can go to www.guysgamesandbeer.net and take a look on the top right-hand corner, and boom, click right through. Get yourself some racing action. Racing action, I say. Yeah. Can't get enough Guys, Games, and Beer? Want to hear from us every freaking day? You can check us out on
Sick
Discord.
son of a bitch.
Oh, I know. That's some self-abuse. www.facebook.com/guys. Wait. Well, yeah, you can do that. /Guys, Games, and Beer. You can check us out on the Guys, Games, and Beer support group with some dank memes by Dallas. Well, the PBR coffee's starting to hit me now.
And there you go, but you know,
It's starting to do it now. It's starting to do its job now. It's not
a sample from the posting. Just, you know, for anybody tuning in, because I'm also losing my mind from PBR. You know, it's like, just look closely. Everybody never talk about that.
Yeah,
what is that?
What is
that? What is this beaver on?
What is up with that? Why is he even there?
But he's probably asking himself that right now. Why am I here?
The bees are attacking. You ride the rhino. Everybody else
Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's pretty
Beaver's a
chill.
bad guy. He kills you.
Yeah, that's true, but he looks like he can't even do his job right now.
Well,
like Donkey Kong looks pretty chill. Diddy Kong's like holding on for his dear freaking life. Yeah, the beaver's like, yes, he should be an obstacle, but look at him. Not really. He's like, why am I here and who am I? Like, why is any of us here?
Does it make it more sad, like when you jump on him then and like knock him out?
Not really. I think that's like that's a mercy kill.
That's
he actually doesn't even really die. He just kind of lays off to the side. I mean, you're not.
It's like, you look miserable existing, and let me help you. And that's what Donkey and Diddy Kong are there for.
He's just like off to the side, just relax.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank God I don't have to work anymore.
You know, Donkey Kong's like, you know, it's like, you look miserable. You look miserable existing. Let me end you. Banana. That's all what Donkey Kong's all about.
It's like when you have a job that you're really just you can't quit, but you're hoping you get fired, and then finally,
Yes.
they like fire you. Oh, thank God.
That's probably what's going through that. Like, that's what's wrecked that beaver. He's probably not tripping on nothing. He's probably just tripping on that alone, just
Yeah, he's just
vibing
sitting
within
there.
like his reality. Yeah.
Well, he probably had like a little. He probably mixed a little rum into his coffee that morning before going into work, and
He's like, what am I doing? My brother has a big ass dam. It's like, everybody's doing this and that. It's like my best years are passing by. It's like I'm getting the crap beat out of me.
Here's what I
You
do
know.
for a living. I trip giant apes.
Yeah.
Where the heck were we? Oh,
Wouldn't
yeah.
it be ironic that he's tripping out because he's like scared of the big ape that comes through, and then the ape comes through and kills him.
I think he's just kind of resigned to it. I think that look is just the look of a guy like it's. If he just steps out, I'm about to run down.
Yes.
Thank God I can finally take a break for a few days.
Freedom,
Cover in the
sweet
Yeah.
release.
Yeah.
45-minute meme discovery. Dude, we gotta do an
Exactly.
episode where we bring our favorite gaming meme. That's
Yes.
gonna be next week. That's it.
Yes. I'll terrify people.
We only
Like,
get
like,
one meme.
okay,
And
then I'll have to
what
find the
you got
best
to say
one.
about that?
Mm.
What do we have to say about? Like, I don't know. Like, I just like that's what memes do, man. It's like it's the language that supersedes any known language. Because people talk.
Dallas is gonna
and tripping
dominate
balls.
us on this, but still.
Are you kidding me? It's like I can't even. I don't even try, and it happens. You know.
All right. Oh, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. How you guys doing? www.youtube.com/guysgamesandbeer. Of course, we're on Twitter @guysgamesbeer. One more time, throwing out the website, which is like that central. I almost said repository or suppository. I almost said suppository. Repository, not suppository.
Aw.
Suppository. www.guysgamesandbeer. Holy crap, that is. The McDonald's games are so creepy.
That game was solid, but it was creepy as heck.
Creepy as hell, man.
It's like good gameplay, but this dude needs to go to jail.
Why is this? Why he had a ban?
Yeah, he did.
That's messed up stuff.
He encouraged kids to like eat themselves to death. He's the OG. He's the real
Well, he
like
likes-
Pennywise ain't crap on that dude.
He likes his kids a little chunky.
Yeah.
A little chubby.
Yeah.
Chub on
That
it.
way they like that way when he like chases after him they don't run as fast.
I'm a hamburglar, yeah. Alright, that's it. That's it.
We're done.
See you, my fry guy. That's it. Really, I'm done. I'm done with it. Mayor McCreep. Yes, I'm done.
Mayor.
Mayor McCreep.
Alright. Hey, been a
You know what it
great-
always leads to, right? You know what it always leads to.
It always leads to this. And that's it for Guys, Games, and Beer. I bet you guys can't wait till next week, because it's going to be amazing. And
He's
What
not
is-
looking at what I
this
shared.
is the wrong...
Yeah, no,
this
that's
is
a good
the
one,
wrong-
too.
Wait, somewhere in here. There we go. Yeah, you know, some apologies for that, because this is...
Yeah.